Well, it's week 6 of the LCS with coverage brought to you by Ely Henry. I'm joined by Coach Braxton from... No, I'm just kidding. I'm here with Ely Henry, who plays Braxton in Players, to talk a little bit about the experience. But you are actually here at the LCS.
Yeah.
Is this your first time here?
This is my second time here for a game. I mean, we shot here, so
yes.
I feel very oddly familiar with the space.
Yes.
It's interesting to be here and, in an audience capacity, see it in its full functionality.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is it just bizarre where you're like they don't let you backstage, but you've shot a bunch back there and all that?
Well, I haven't tried to get back there.
Okay.
But I do know enough about how this building works that if I wanted to, I could probably, deke my way through.
Yes. So we won't do any spoilers, but all 10 episodes are out now.
Mm-hmm.
What's been the experience for you of seeing players come out and seeing, especially the League of Legends fans and LCS fans, consume the content and see it?
I mean, the experience of doing Players was incredible and just so much fun. I don't know, as an actor, it's just so nice to have a chance to dive into something that's so rich and full. And I think it's awesome that that's what Dan and Tony did with the show. They took something that I think people will make fun of a lot and show the truth and the heart and the love of it, which was awesome. And I think it's been awesome seeing that response. I mean, there's been an interesting thing of being in a few different worlds of it. I've got my friends who don't know anything about League who watch the show and love it. And then I've got my friends who I didn't know played League.
Okay.
That's the thing that I think was the most surprising, was finding out who I knew watched the games and had had their favorite teams and everything. And it's been wonderful following the hashtag on Twitter and seeing fan art and everything. It's great.
What was the reaction of your friends who did play League whenever you told them about this? Or how did that come out? Because I don't know when you were able to talk to them about it and sort of when they started to figure it out.
When I would always do it in the same kind of order. I would ask first. I'd say I got a job, and I'd go. They'd say, "Well, what was it?" I go, "Do you know about? Do you know the game League of Legends?"
Yeah.
And I'd start there, and either they'd go, "No," or "I think so," or "Oh, yeah, dude, I go to the LCS arena all the time," pretty quickly. Yeah.
And so then you got to tell them essentially that you were playing a coach. So for the friends of yours that do follow the LCS, what was their reaction whenever they found out you were a coach of a fictional team competing in the LCS?
I think once they understood that it was the Last Dance kind of angle of it,
yeah,
that real sports thing, they were very excited for me to get to. They just all wanted to know if I had any good speeches. That's pretty much it.
Well, as you've been diving into this world and creating the show and being a part of it, was there anything that really surprised you? Because you and I talked before, I know that you were kind of coming into this with a fresh perspective, not previously being an LCS fan. So anything that surprised you as you got into this and started learning about it?
I mean, I'll say something humbling is how bad I am at the game.
Okay.
Especially, I was talking to Youngman about this. I was like, for the amount of time I've put into this game, how am I still so bad? But I think that, I guess I'm surprised at just I hesitate to say surprised because it doesn't shock me, but the love and the support and the holistic nature of the community. There's so much there. I think I didn't know how much there was to the game and to the lore and it's a very it's a cool thing. It's just always nice. I think you live in life. You're in your own worlds. You're in your own communities, and whenever you find out about another one, it's always just wonderful, mind-blowing.
You mentioned Youngman, former pro who plays Nightfall on the show.
That's right.
There's a couple others as well. Arrow, for instance, showing up on the team. What was it like working with these guys? Because maybe now they're considered professional actors. They had never done any professional acting before, but they kind of came in with the League side. You're coming in with the professional acting experience. So what was it like collaborating with them and working with them?
Awesome. I got to say, Youngman and Arrow are both so effortlessly good at this, and it's just so awesome to see that. And it was great for me because, sometimes Tony, Dan are busy directing and writing. They're doing the show. They're all walking around. They got all this stuff going on. And I've got to say stuff which I, don't fully understand. And it's great to have them there as resources. I could say, Youngman, what does this mean? Or how could I say this?
Yeah.
Like, what's a way I could get this across? Or what would be a way that makes sense? And they really helped make it make sense. And also, Youngman helped me with Korean, which was nice.
Okay, yes.
So I had to do that,
because, yes, you had that
I had to
scene
speak
with...
a little bit of Korean.
Yes, okay. That was a very fun moment, I think, early on in the season.
Yeah.
Okay, so other than that, anything that you have picked up on at the LCS? I know, obviously, not like a day-to-day LCS fan, but are there any players or teams that you have enjoyed in particular? I don't know how much you've watched. We've got Team Liquid out in front of us right now.
I'll say this. I feel like I don't want to pick a team because I don't want to play favorites. Having said that, I was talking about this with somebody. It's interesting because, like, when I'm from Toronto, so I'm a Toronto sports fan because I have to be because I'm from there.
Right.
But it's like, how do you pick a team? And I haven't found my way in yet, and I think like I'm just gonna throw a dart at a board, and I think that's what I'm gonna do because I've been enjoyed everything.
I mean, there are a couple Toronto players on some of the teams,
and casters.
Yes, exactly. Azael, I think is.
Yeah.
So either way, I really appreciate you doing the show. I think so many of the LCS fans have really enjoyed it. And I was just curious if there's anything you would like to say to any of the LCS fans out there, maybe even people who haven't watched the full series yet.
If you haven't watched it, I promise it's made with love and respect. I think you can speak to that. It's a love letter. It's not mocking. It's though I know mock is in the name mockumentary. And to those of you that have been watching it, thank you. Like, it's awesome. We really appreciate it. I'm so happy to be part of it, and I'm so happy to see so many people love it.
Yeah. Thank you again so much. Really appreciate chatting with you here at the LCS. And for everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LCS right here on the YouTube channel.
You should. Do it.
All right, I've decided to sit down to have this conversation with you because I feel like it'll hopefully create like a deeper connection, and then you will feel more incentivized to go through with the favor I'm asking you, which is to click the link in the description, alienware.com/Travis. It is actually very helpful because right now we're running like this test. I can't divulge the secrets. It's like a business thing. But it'd be very helpful for me if you click the link and then maybe decide to purchase something there. Well, after you click the link, there's a code as well. You can try that. It works on a lot of different stuff there. But thank you so much, Alienware, for sponsoring this content. And again, maybe we'll meet again like this.